Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to round number 5, C1 race in Mexico. So, we seem to have a dry quali, at least now, and we have 15 drivers on the grid today. A few of the cars have already gone out with Donkey Don, Yari, Shabby, our championship leader so far, who has been having outstanding performances on track this season. We have the Alfa Romeo of Onur Korkmaz, the Turkish driver, and also the Alfa Tauri of Tenkate, and another Turkish, Sam Gazan, on track. Let me enable everything I need really fast here. And I am assuming that we will actually have Shabby crossing the line first, and we will follow his first flying lap, his banker lap, so to speak. Thank you, Milo. Thank you very much. It's going to be most likely more commentating in the next few weeks than racing. So, helping any way I can. Look at the moves Shabby is making. His car is extremely obeying under his command. So, Shabby, one of the best drivers RLH has. And he is driving the Williams, which is, oh, that's an invalidation, unfortunately, just a bit out of it. Too bad for Shabby. We have Onur Korkmaz behind him, who has already invalidated. And I believe we have Chemgozan on a flyer right now. The Renault driver is setting a purple sector 2 and is going through the stadium right now. I can't wait for the Mexico race this season, seeing the Mexican fans cheering for Checo Perez. And we're going to have the first lap time, so it's going to be a 1:14.2 for the Turkish driver in the Renault. Let's see who's coming next. I believe it's going to be Yari, who is going into the pit. And next one is Tenkate, who is going to cross the line with a 1:14 flat, setting the bar even a bit higher. And it's going to be Sam starting a flying lap right now. Let's see who else is going to come. Is it Tempo Tesla? He's just lost the car for a bit there. It's not going to be a great time. It has been invalidated. But I believe he is going to do another flyer right now. And Prince, we lost Prince, who has set a 1:13.5, raising the bar even more. But I am expecting times of under 13 today. I'm expecting a high 12 for the pole sitter. But let's wait and see what happens. All Sam invalidates, so that's not good news for him. Walt Schubert is on an out lap. We have the Ferrari of Tempo Tesla again invalidating not a lot of times, if we're honest. I know Prince is on an in lap, so we have both Williams cars on out laps. So yeah, I don't know what the weather will be in the race, Milo. I have no clue, but if any of the drivers can inform me, it would be great. want to use this downtime to say we have got a very special guest in this race, and this is our Formula One coordinator for RLH, Bogarovsky, who is usually a C5 driver, so 4 tiers down from C1. He has been invited by the C1 drivers to attend the race with them tonight. Do not be surprised if he's out of pace. This is our fastest driver, so Bog will just be racing for the joy of it. So no expectations. He was just telling me in the paddock, if he gets a point, he's gonna laugh very hard at them boys. So yeah, let's see how the race unfolds. Bogarovsky is known as a driver who can stay out of trouble, keep his nose clean, and do the work. So you never know what chance might bring. Let's see if we can get some more laps on the board. We have Yari coming in hot, but he is invalidated, unfortunately. And we have Shabby, yep, invalidated also. But he is going to start another flyer right now. Definitely. Sam manages to just slightly slot in front of Prince with a 1:13.5, but I am waiting for those faster times just yet. Bogarovsky on his I think he is on fire, yes, so let's see what he can do against these quick drivers. I'm a C5 driver myself and actually Bog's teammate, so I know that our times revolve around the 15s, low to high 15s, so I don't expect any wonders today from Bog, but it doesn't even matter as long as we can race. We're going to take every opportunity, and I'm sure he is going to be enjoying himself. Yeah, so it's a 1:17.14 Bog. Let's see who else. Donkey Dan is starting his flying lap. Yari is in the final sector. Oh no, invalidates again. Is he gonna go in the pit? Yes, he is. Shabby is going to start a flyer right now. We have the Ferrari of Tempo Tesla. Tempo Tesla is a new driver this season, but he has done well so far. Invalidates, unfortunately. Oh, he's on. No, he's on. He's got ERS on 0, so he's just now going to start a flyer. How about if we follow him? For a bit. Our championship leader Shabby has still not set a time. He is in sector 2 and he is on a flyer, so let's see what he can do, and we're gonna go back to Tempo Tesla after that. So he's invalidated in the assist, so every millimeter of track is extremely important here. Gonna need to take extra care, and Shabby is out of the stadium and is going through the line. What can he do for a time? It's a 113.37, and that takes care of pole position so far. Let's go back to Tempo Tesla, see what he can provide. Heading towards the stadium. Oh, he loses the car in the final section. And someone hit him. I think was it Mamba or it was Wesley. Someone hit him very hard, and that was an unfortunate incident. I don't know who is to blame, but we're gonna focus. Gary is having a good lap so far, the second Williams. This is the staging section right now. And if he puts this time on the board, it's going to be a good time. Let's see what he can do. Gary goes 113.6 and gets P5 for himself. This is a good time for the Williams driver. We're gonna see cars going out on track really fast right now. I believe we have Chem Gozan is on 0 ERS, and he is most likely getting ready for another fast lap. Aborted this one. Everyone is in the pits except Yari, who is on an in lap, and Chem Gozan and Bogorovsky on his out lap. He is going to do his fast lap right now with an empty track. Chem is going in, so we can definitely follow Ball around because he is the only driver on track at the moment. Yoro, aside from Nika, who is C2 driver, and Bogarovsky, who is a special guest tonight. Everyone else is a C1 driver. Let's see if Bob can improve, and he does so, just by a small margin, but he gets into the 15. And there are a lot of cars on track, with Yari being... I don't know what happened, but... Chemgazen retired. Oh, okay, in the pit, so it's fine. Nika is on a flying lap. He's going to be the first driver to cross the line. Or not, because he just bumped a wall somewhere. Let's see who else. Brent has just started his flying lap, but I believe we have Sam. Pancake is already in sector 2. A lot of yellow. A lot of yellow. I believe I've lost. Wolfsburg invalidate. So invalidate, then he's going to have 10K. We're going to have 10K setting the first time in the last lap. 10K goes P7 for now. And here comes Sam, who unfortunately invalidates. Prince goes provisional pole. Where is Shabby? Shabby is improving. Let's watch the leader of the championship on his flying lap. Oh no, invalidates. This was surely going to be a lap in the 12s. So unfortunate for Shabby. Donkey Dan has improved the first sector. No, Donkey Dan has improved. Anyone? Nope. Everyone is done. Everyone is done. So this is our order today. Unfortunate for Shabby, but Prince Killer takes pole position in this Mexico qualifying, right on the edge, and takes advantage of Shabby's invalidation in the last lap. So we have Prince Killer and Shabby taking the first row on the grid, followed by Donkey Dan and Sam in the second row, Yari in the second Williams, and Black Mamba on the third row. We have Wesley, Chamgazen, 10Kate, and Wolf Robert rounding up the top 10. They are going to be followed by Onur Korkmaz, Brent, Bogarovsky, Tempo Tesla, and Nika. Tempo Tesla and Nika both unlucky, not setting a time. So we will see what the race brings. It's a long race, and it's a track that definitely destroys tires. So strategy is going to be key. We will have to see if Wesley and Tempo Tesla haven't gotten grid penalties because of that crash. We have the formation lap underway. Drivers getting ready to go on the grid and warming up tires. Let's see what tires everyone decided to choose. We have everyone on soft except Onur Korkmaz, who decided to go on the mediums, and Tempo Tesla as well, with Brent choosing the hard tires going long. Surprisingly, Bogorovsky and Nika decided to go on the softs. So, everyone is ready. We have lights, and we have 5 lights. And they're out, and away we go in the Mexico Grand Prix. Prince seems to have gone off well from the line. I see no incident as of yet. Brand gets a small bump from Nika. Somehow Prince has managed to get himself in the middle of the pack. Donkey Kong gets a 5-second penalty, cutting a corner. Prince has initially gotten away well, and after that has just lost a few places. I don't know what happened there. But the big winner is obviously Shabby, who has managed to pull away. He's already a second in front after the first lap. Donkey Kong has a moment there. Yeah, well, obviously the timing tower is completely wrong. We're gonna have to wait for it to come round. We have a massive train here in the back of Prince Killer with Yari, Temptate, Temgazan, Wesley, Black Mamba, Wolfstrubert. Everyone is in line. We have a yellow sector 2, and that's the Renault of Nika spun round. So, I went away from the microphone for a second there. Meanwhile, Shabby is managing to keep within a second from Sam, so keeps him out of DRS for now. We have Donkey Dan, who is right in the back of Sam and struggling to stay there within DRS range. We have Prince, who has lost out massively at the start and trying to play catch up with Donkey Dan at least, so he can get DRS as fast as he can and drag himself back in contention. Yari doing a good race so far, clean nose. He has started P5, I think, and he is still here. And he is right in the back of Prince, so he can attack at any with a moment's notice if he so chooses. The second AlphaTauri of 10K is very close to them, but he is in a fight with Wesley for position. This is a big train we have formed up here. We have Black Mamba following his teammate close by. Second Turkish driver is Chemgozan, who is following the racing point within that 1 second gap. So it's a small DRS train formed here with Wolf Shepard in the Red Bull right behind him. Tempo Tesla unlucky in the qualifying. After his fun round, he would have had time for another lap. Unfortunately, he met Wesley in the pit lane. That ended his qualifying. Tempo Tesla is a fast driver, and he is on the medium tires, mind you. Wesley manages to slot himself in front of 10K and gets the position done. I was saying Tempo Tesla is a fast driver, and we have to mind the fact that he is on the medium tire, so he can go a lot longer than the guys on the soft, and anything can happen with a well-timed VSC or even a safety car. He can be a massive gainer in this race, as well as Brent, who is on the hards for now. He can go very deep in this race if he doesn't make a mistake. Onur Korkmaz does everything he can to keep up with Brent. And at the back we have our two invite drivers. We have Bogarovsky and Nika, one after another. Meanwhile, we are following our DRS train formed up. Well, you have to teach me how to spell your name, but I will. Is it J-Oro, maybe? Well, J-Oro, he may have a shot. He may have a shot, I don't know. This is a tier of very fast drivers. And he does have a penalty already, so we don't know, but it really depends what he wants to do. If he wants to do 2 stops, if he wants to do 1 stop. We see Mamba getting past 10K. And we have Prince in the pit. We have Prince in the pit after 7 laps, and he's gonna fit the mediums, and that tells me he's gonna go for 2 stops. It's gonna be a soft, medium to soft. So it's Joro or Joro. I don't know. But if it's one word, I'm gonna say it as Joro. For anyone not watching the comments, we have a driver commenting. His name is Joro. So it's Joro. Okay, I finally found it. Every time we have a lot of names in online racing, and sometimes it's difficult to pronounce some of them. But we live and we learn. Meanwhile, we have Yari in the pits, exiting the pits. Actually, on the medium tires, so he commits to a second stop as well. Shamgazan gets another 3-second time penalty. Mexico is ruthless with penalties, especially the S section is incredibly hard to manage to be fast, have a flow through it, and not get a penalty, not get a warning through there. Gaps are forming up little by little. And we're gonna see cars plunging in the pits pretty fast. Curious about their choices. Everyone is going to the medium tires. Oh, Walstra is going on another set of softs. So he's gonna go soft, medium. Cabby is on 10 lap old soft, so I'm guessing he's betting on the soft to hard strategy, which, I saw what you said, Joro. I believe it's a gamble myself. I'm also not a very big fan of the hard tires, but it does seem to work around Mexico. I did do medium to hard, and even though I didn't manage to get it to the end because there was a safety car and had to switch again to mediums, but the hard seemed drivable in Mexico, so you can work with them. Well, hello Adi, I'm sorry that you're not racing today. Adi Spunu, one of the C1 drivers, was not able to attend the race today, but he seems to be watching us on the stream. So we have Shabby coming out in P5 right behind Sam. Which has made the undercut work. So Sam is actually the actual leader of the race. So Shabby is going to have to fight for it. He also went to the medium tires? Well, if he made the softs last 10 laps, may as well make the mediums last 15. But again, why wait so long? I wonder why he waited so long to go to mediums if he has to stop once again. I have no clue about that, but we'll just have to see. Maybe he wants a very fast 30 cents on the top, so wants to change a bit later. I don't know. We'll just have to see about that. But meanwhile, Sam is the actual leader of the race. Yes, that's what I said, Joro. I believe he wants pressure soft on the last lap. But I don't know if track position was okay to be given up right now. Meanwhile, Sam just gets failed fast on the court mark in the Alfa Romeo. And I believe Brent is going to allow Sam to just sail past him, not hinder his teammate. As expected, Brent just moves out of the way. While they go through the stadium one by one. Xavi gets past Brent as well. He did not want to stay behind him too much. So guys, if you're watching the stream, let's see, based on what we have right now, let's see your predictions for the podium. If I'm gonna make a bet myself, I'm actually gonna bet on, I believe I'm still gonna bet on Xavi for the win, and I'm taking a Williams podium with Sam in P2 and with Yari somehow managing to drag himself up to P3. Yari has been, as long as he's been in RLH, he's been a very constant driver. He is simply a Swiss watch while racing, so it's only fitting that he has teamed up with Xavi, another extremely constant driver. Jor says Sam Xavi Tesla. Well, Tesla does have a chance if he gets a very opportune safety car or VSC in a couple laps. He might have a chance of switching to the hard tire and getting them to the end. And yeah, holding on there for a podium slot, so you never know what can happen. For now, Tempo Tesla is leading this race. Sam is in P2 with Xavi in hot pursuit. Right in the McLaren's gearbox. We have Brent holding on to P4 on his hards. Brent has started this race from way back, so he's now struggling to keep position as long as he can. But he has to keep Wesley right before the stadium section, and most likely Yari is going to eat him up right in the next DRS zone. But all of these cars need to pit once more, and Brent is going to definitely be only one. So he is there, he is up there, he is in contention. Warstobert manages to get past Brent as well. And Brent will hope that in a couple laps time he sees a safety car or a VS2, something to make his run through the pits as little as time consuming as he can. Black Mamba checks a bit on 10K, tries to find the gap, decides against it for now. While Donkey Down finds his way past Brent in front. Brent's tires are definitely old, but he will have a fighting chance when he switches to the top compound, so We have to watch him. In the last stint. Let's check penalties as requested by our viewers. So we have 10K amassing a whopping 17 seconds in 20 laps. Other than that, most drivers have 3 seconds of penalties, with Mamba having 9 seconds and Chemgazan and Bogarovsky also 9 seconds and Chemgazan 6 seconds. But at the front, most drivers have 3 seconds, which cancel themselves out. Cabby, our leader, is on no seconds, no penalties at all. My prediction is slowly starting to come around with Shabby in P1, Sam in P2, and I am expecting Yari to somehow catch Wesley and get himself on the podium. Although I do know about Wesley that he is very, very good at saving tires. So I'm expecting the last few laps of the race, if he manages to be in that slot, he will not give it up. He will have the tires to fight for position, so. Once Trevor decides to go in the pits, he's gonna go on the medium compound and exit for his last stint of the race. Brent is also in the pits, decides to go for the mediums, and he will be on a race to the checkered flag from this moment on. Few gaps have formed because of pitting and everything else, but we still have a small DRS train in the middle of the pack. Donkey Dan gets himself another 3-second time penalty. Tempo Tesla decided for the hard tire. Let's see what that will give him when everyone in front is going to pit. We have Wesley in the pit, and let's see if for a second soft set of mediums, that's quite odd. Let's see if Wesley decides to go in right now, or if he's gonna wait for a few more laps and go to the top. Try to overcut Wesley. Wesley is out in a bit of traffic himself. Has a bit of breathing space until he catches the other cars. Being caught in this DRS train, you always think you can do it. You always think next DRS zone I'm going to be able to pass, but the guy in front of you has DRS himself, so it's ever painful to get close to the car in front if that car doesn't make a mistake. And when you have Prince clear in front of you, you can rarely expect mistakes. K plunges in the pit. What will he take? I'm assuming a new set of mediums. Yep. He's serving a penalty as well. Fresh set of mediums going in. And he comes out behind Brent. So that's one position for Brent. Let's see how many he can get. Tempo Tesla is up to P8 already. And seeing as there's quite a few drivers in front of him still needing speed to pit. I mean, definitely, like, most likely everyone in front of him has to pit. So yes, he does. Yes, he does. Wesley is making those mediums work for him, and he can go to the flag from this moment on. But he still has traffic. Prince is in the pit as well, and Tempo Tesla is one slot up again. So yeah, this Ferrari can be in for a very good race today if he keeps it on track and keeps the penalties in check. Oh my, Wesley really is making those mediums work because he's 23 seconds behind the leader and he doesn't have to pit. So can we see a surprise? Well, you have to remember that all the three drivers in front are going to go on the soft, and Shabby blinks first, followed suit by Sam. I'm guessing that Yari is going to do one more lap. No, he decides to double stack behind his teammate. Oh my. Oh my, will Yari lose time waiting for his teammate? No, he won't. Williams does the stack perfectly. Yari is weighted and has the tires ready. Everything goes smoothly and he is out of the pit. The pit. Sam got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh my. Yari is definitely behind Wesley now, but he does have 3 seconds left of penalties. So if the drivers in front clear out fast, with him being on the fastest compound, he may have a chance. He may have a fighting chance. But look at Tempo Tesla, 10 positions won in this race. Can he keep that slot? Can he do even better? And look at Yar, he's flying on those new softs. He's going to want to get close to Wesley as fast as he can, I'm sure about it. Because if he can get close to Wesley, he will have Sam in his sights. Definitely gonna gun to P2, so this can be a Williams 1-2 and it definitely can be a Williams podium. And well, I believe everyone in RLH knows I'm a massive Williams fan, so definitely supporting these guys, but not biased or any way. But I do love it when I see Williams cars on the podium, so let's go, Yari. Meanwhile, we have to remember Prince does not have any kinds of penalties. He always manages to pick up spots at the end because of his clean racing. So do not be amazed if we see Prince a lot higher up than 8 at the end of this race. Sure, enough time to pick up a penalty of himself, but that man just locked himself in front of Wolfsburg, and I'm guessing she's gonna get his guns out for Donkey Dan. Meanwhile, Sam somehow managed to overtake Shabby. Oh, they touch. No damage there, but Shabby, I doubt Shabby is gonna be in a very big hurry to get past Sam on track. With Sam's 11 seconds of penalties, all Shabby has to do is stay within DRS and let himself being taxied to the flag. Oh, we have a yellow. We have a yellow. What might have happened there? Sorry for that, guys. More cold, no COVID here. I don't see any damage on Brand, so hopefully he's fine and his strategy gets to the line. For now, Tempo Tesla, no incidents, no problems on track, nothing for him. He is in P4, he is en route to a very, very good result. If he manages to somehow keep that gap to Yari, but which I doubt he will, because Yari is on a new pair of socks, so he's gonna catch up quite fast. Another yellow in another area where Brent was. Donkey Dan is hunting Prince. And with Prince not having DRS from anyone in front of him, it's going to be a tough, it's going to be a tall order to to keep himself in front of Donkey Dan. This is a track where DRS helps massively. Well, yeah, I know, Joro. I know he just overtook him, but Donkey Dan is not one of the drivers that lets himself being fast without trying to come back. And with DRS being so strong in Mexico, I believe he will be able to hang on and even try to get a move back. Meanwhile, Yari gets very close to Tempo Tesla, and he's surely going to look for the move as fast as he can. He's only got 4 laps to get as close as he can to Wesley, and as close as he can to Sam, because I don't believe he is within that 11 seconds. No, he is not. He's 14 seconds out, and he needs to be within that 11, well, it's not even 11, he has to be within 9 to get past Sam, so I don't know if he can make it, but definitely Sam is going to try to use that clean air to make that gap work as much as he can. But as it stands, it may very well be Shabby, Wesley, and actually Sam, if nothing changes, but this is going to be a carousel. We have 4 more laps and we're going to find out what's going to happen, but Shabby decides against waiting for the penalty fight and gets past Sam. He wants to win on track. And we just missed Yari flying past Tempo Tesla as was expected. Worcester picks up another penalty. Sam gets another penalty, so that's going to help the ones behind him bridge the gap a little easier. This is a solitary race for Bogorovsky, I'm sure, but he is nevertheless going to say he's enjoyed it. He's enjoyed being on track with the fastest drivers around. Look at Prince catching up to Tempo Tesla. Prince won podium today. And I'm assuming it's not even impossible to get it, because with Sam's 14 seconds, yes, he is flying now. Look at him go, and he is 15 seconds behind the leader, and he needs a 14 seconds to bridge the 14-second gap to Sam. I do believe Prince does have a chance. If he can get himself a bit closer to Wesley, he's gonna get his chance at a podium. So we are in the last lap. Tim gets the lead back, and he wants to charge to the end. I'm not even going to look at penalties, but we're just going to see what happens after we cross the line. It has been an entertaining race. So bad for Sam getting all those penalties. This was not, well, he's obviously an awesome driver and an extremely fast one. Champion in RLH, so this was just not his race at the front. Track limits have took their share on him this race, and he gets another penalty to put on top of his misery, and that will definitely get him out of the podium slot if he wasn't on already. So yeah, I believe it's going to be. It really will depend if it's going to be Wesley in P3 or Yari, because at this point, I do believe it's going to be Prince in P2, if you ask me. Wesley for now in P2. Yari coming across the line, and let's see where he gets. Yari gets in P5. Oh my, he didn't bridge the gap to Sam. He may have gotten himself penalty. So we have our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Shabby with Wesley in P2 and Prince here after a great race, getting himself in the podium in P3. Definitely deserved. He's done a great race. Then after all those penalties, manages to get P4, and that's a good result after that. All that struggle. Yari, in the end, gets 10 points for Williams, and P5 with Donkey Dan in the AlphaTauri. P6 Tempo Tesla, great drive from him, started from the back, ends himself in P7. So I believe he has to be, and he gets driver of the day, obviously, because he's won a lot of positions, took the right strategy call, so he's got to be proud of his driving today. Shabby celebrating yet another win in RLH. He's come a long way since as a driver. He's developed so much, and his pace and his constancy have become outstanding these days. Congratulations to Shabby, congratulations to Wesley, and to Prince for great drives today. And thank you everyone for watching us. We are definitely coming back next week at the same day. We have, this is our final standings with Shabby, Wesley, and Prince on the podium. Sam, Yari, Donkey Dan, Tempo Tesla, Worst Robert, Black Mamba, and Chemgazen rounding up the top 10. Unfortunately, Brent's strategy did not pan out today, and he ends the race in P11 with Owner Korkmaz, 10K, Nika, and our special guest today, Bokarovsky, in 15th place. A lot of penalties, as we can see. Prince manages an outstanding performance, ending the race without a penalty, and you can see that his recovery drive has paid off. Unfortunate that after that pole position, he did not manage to capitalize on it. But anyway, we will see each other next Wednesday in Russia on the Sochi Autodrome for the sixth race this season. Thank you for watching, and signing off. This has been Kalai commentating for you, and we will hear each other next week.